All right, so as you guys know, 2022 is very quickly wrapping up. There's only a few hours left, and so this video, I'm going to do what I usually do, just do a general reflection on the year, things I'm happy about with this year, things I'm not happy about, what I think I can improve upon, all that kind of stuff. I always enjoy doing these videos. I think it's a good way to wrap up the year. Also, if you guys can't notice, I am recording this off a brand new webcam. I don't know what happened to the webcam I've been using for like the past 2 years. It just decided to stop working for some reason. It was all blurry. It was unusable. I was like, I gotta switch webcams. So I got the new Razer Kiyo Pro. Actually right here, Razer Kiyo Pro. I don't know if you guys like it, but that's what I'm going to be recording on within the new year. So, woo, there's a nice little sneak peek for something you'll be getting within the new year. But anyway, getting into this right now, overall thoughts on the year. 2022 was a very busy year for me. There was a lot that I was doing this year between having a really steady job, working a lot of hours, more so than I've really ever worked in my life. I worked basically every single day, so I had that going on. I was able to meet up with my girlfriend a lot. We took a vacation together in like the summer and things like that, and that was a lot of fun. I went back to where she lives in Canada in October, so that was a lot of fun. She came here in April, so you know, we had a lot of fun stuff with that. I met up with my best friend Violet a couple days ago, and so I was happy that I was able to do that. Went to a concert as well, my first like actual concert, went to see The Weeknd, so those are things that I'm definitely very proud of. I got my associate's degree this year, so that's something that I'm also very proud of as well. So yeah, there was a lot of things that I definitely was happy about. It wasn't at all a bad year. But what it really comes down to for me, and I talked a little bit about this within my Twitter post, I don't know if you guys saw it, when it comes to 2022 overall, I just feel a lot of disappointment when it comes to YouTube, because especially in terms of videos and the speed of which I put out videos, I truly think this is probably my worst year. It's safe to say, because of how much was going on in my life, YouTube was just not a priority this year. I had a lot more other stuff going on, and I just couldn't really find the time to make videos, and it sucks because I came into this year having the same exact problem last year, saying I'm going to do what I can to avoid that. And I feel like for the first half of the year, I did pretty well with that. I wrapped up, 2021 or later than I expected to, but I was able to wrap it up, and I was very close to getting caught up in like May, and then something happened and I just never got caught back up after that. I mean, I just fell behind, and we're now in a place where I still have movies from like September, October, November, December to review. I still have what I watch videos from like April through June, all those, July, August. I still have all these things on the table, all these TV shows I didn't review, and yeah, I feel really bad about that because, look, you guys have not stopped watching. It's not like I had like a declining viewership or something like that, and that gave me less motivation. I think I really just had a lot on my plate, and I just did not have as much time for YouTube as I typically do. And that makes me feel like shit because I love doing this. This is something that's a passion of mine. This is something I've done for like 10 years now, and when I'm not doing videos, I just feel like, I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I would go on these, I've been talking to my friends ad nauseum about this. They're probably sick of it at this point, about how, I need to catch up on YouTube videos. I need to do this. I need to get this video done. I need to get this review done. I'm sure they're sick of me talking about it, but it really is just because I hate falling behind on things. I feel like I used to be way better when it comes to that, and so, yeah, that is something that I'm not happy about. I don't like the fact that I got as behind as I did. So, biggest goal in 2023 is to do whatever I can to avoid that. And there are two ways I plan on implementing that. One of them is just stop being lazy. Stop stressing myself out. Just get done what I need to get done. And I think I can do that. I already have half of what I watched in April coming, but I'm going to make that into April, May, and June. We're going to combine that into one video similar to the January through March one. And then all I will have left is August through September, because I already already filmed a July one with my girlfriend all the way back in August, so I probably will just, have that as is. And then I'll do an August through September, and then I'll do or August through October, and then a November through December, and we'll do it that way. I think that's the easiest way to get this done. I think that it'll go a lot faster that way. Yes, I have a lot more movies to watch, but I'm gonna do what I can to try to catch up on things in a speed that makes sense, in a way that I'm not falling behind. I'm going to move forward. In terms of 2023 stuff, I mean, I'm gonna try to start reviewing stuff as soon as possible. I think that was one of the things that really kind of hurt me this year. What I watched is a great idea. I like the way that segment has turned out. But I think ultimately I kind of used it as a crutch where I'm like, oh, well, I don't have to watch this until the end of the month, so I'm good. And then the end of the month would go by and there would be most of the movies that I have not watched that are on that list. And that's why you didn't get the What I Watched in January video until September, which I think is pathetic. Like, why didn't I get that done when I was supposed to get it done? I don't know. It just was not as much of a priority as it should have been, and that really sucks. And again, I had other things going on in my life besides what I talked about. There's a game that my girlfriend and I are hosting, and we had 2 seasons, and it can be very time-consuming. I have fun doing it. The first season wasn't the greatest. Second season was a lot more fun, and I'm very happy with how it turned out, but it's very time-consuming, and you have to try to communicate with, like, sometimes up to 20 to 21 people. We had 21 people in season 2 to keep track of, all these different projects, all these different messages. It's a lot. It's a lot to do, and it was very time-consuming. I enjoyed it, but it just took a lot of time away from what I wanted to get done, and so that's another reason why I fell behind in the way that I did. But like I said, the goal 2023, get What I Watched done, get best and worst list done, and then dive headfirst into 2023. I think the other thing that I'm glad that I ended up doing that I probably should have done a while ago was ending the movie preview segment. I ended that segment for a couple of reasons. One, because I feel like when I started doing it, I was just at a very different point in my life. I didn't have as much going on. I had a lot more time on my hands. I was able to get to watch stuff in a timely manner, get stuff done on upload videos on a regular basis. Back then I was uploading 1 to 2 videos per day, maybe even more than that. And just have more time to do that, and I just simply don't anymore. So I felt like the movie preview represented a time in my life that I just don't really have anymore. But it's also because I don't really have, the main point of the movie preview was to do it with friends of mine that were into the same stuff I am, and a lot of them I just don't really talk to anymore, and it was hard to get, so many, it was hard, the whole point of it is to get a roster of different guests with varying opinions, and I can only do that for so long when there's so few people to choose from. So that was the other reason I decided to end it when I did. I think it was the right decision. I think that moving forward, getting rid of the movie preview, it's gonna make me feel a lot less anxious to get stuff done, because I used to have this stupid rule where I couldn't watch any movies coming out that month until I did the movie preview, and now I don't have to worry about it. So that's done. I'm glad that I wrapped it up when I did. I'm glad that it ended off on a high note. I feel like the December one was actually one of the better ones in a while, and I also just wasn't feeling the same joy that I was getting when I used to do it. I wasn't really enjoying it as much this year. It felt much more like a priority, like this is something I have to get done. And you guys know me, I've always said, when something feels like work, you gotta end it, and that's exactly what I did. It was starting to feel more just like something I had to do, and so I wrapped it up before I got tired of it, and I think it was definitely the right decision overall, so that's why that ended up going. But the other thing that I need to, try to put more focus on are TV reviews. There were a lot of TV shows that I watched this year that I just did not get to review, the majority of which I watched with my girlfriend. So my solution, in an effort to stay caught up on things, is she's going to be reviewing the majority of shows with me. It's going to be almost like What I Watched, but it's going to be like what we watched. And the only difference with this segment that I think is really good is any show that we watched that month, we can talk about it. It doesn't have to be a show that came out in 2023. It could be a show that came out in 2022. It could come out, 2021. Hell, it could have come out in the late 90s. As long as we watched a full season of it, we are free to talk about it. And I think that's going to be a much easier way for me to get stuff done in a timely manner, because I'm just sick of talking about things when, like, they're very much past their due date, you know? Like, I've said it before, with the way, there's such a large catalog of shows and movies to choose from. If you don't talk about something within, like, the first 2 weeks, it's like, there's no point in really discussing it. And, you know, my thing is, I wanted to put out my review because I was worried that if I didn't put out one review, that I would just completely fall behind and never get caught back up. And, well, that's kind of what happened. So, yeah, the way that I'm going to avoid that is, like I said, TV reviews, the majority of them will be with my girlfriend in a segment called What We Watch. There will be exceptions. There will be some shows that I'll want to do individual reviews for, like The Last of Us, for example. Probably going to do an individual review on that. Very excited for that show, as you can imagine. Probably going to do an individual review for that one. Or if there's a show we don't watch together, then that one I will just do on my own. In fact, I'm going to be doing a catch-up video on my own as well, only talking about the shows that I watched on my own that she didn't watch with me, and that I think also will help me, you know, catch up on stuff within the new year. Overall, I'm just really hoping that I'm a lot more consistent with YouTube moving forward, because I still really enjoy what I do, and I just missed doing it a lot more this year. There were so many opportunities where I'm like, why am I not filming a video? And I think it really just came down to the fact that I was stressing myself out, and I knew that I was not going to be at my best self because it wouldn't really feel authentic. It wouldn't feel like I'm enjoying what I'm doing. It would feel more like I'm rushing. And I want to do a video when I am in the right mindset to do a video, and I'm hoping moving forward I'm able to do that. I'm hoping I'm able to produce a lot more content for you guys because I really love what I do, and I hope you guys love what I do as well. Either way, though, 2022 was a good year for me. It just really comes down to a lot of frustration on my end. I know a lot of it's trivial. I know a lot of it's not a big deal. Obviously, real life has to come first, and I have to be cognizant of that. But I also think I just haven't had as much going on in my life as I do right now, so it just feels unusual that I wasn't putting out YouTube at the speed that I usually do, and the fact that it just really wasn't a priority at all this year. So hopefully moving forward next year I can get my shit together a little bit more. But other than that, that's really it for this video. The New Year's about to start in like 3 hours, so I really hope you guys have a happy and safe New Year. I hope you guys had a really great 2022. If not, I hope 2023 turns out to be a much better year for you. That's really it for what I'm going to say. I know a lot of this video was just kind of me rambling about how frustrated I am that I didn't, prioritize YouTube as much as I should have, but I just felt like it was very much needed because I just have not been on top of things this year, and I kind of wanted to address some of those things. But that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I have a lot of fun things coming out in the new year, and I hope I'm able to get them done in the way that I want. But that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you guys in my next video. We'll see you guys next year, and we will see you guys for that. Okay, bye.